BMW owners are out here spending thousands on wheels, exhausts, and tune packages, while completely ignoring 5 cheap upgrades that would have made their car dramatically better for a fraction of the cost. I'm not talking about sketchy mods. I'm not talking about voiding your warranty on some guy's basement tune. I'm talking about real, verified improvements, some of which cost less than a tank of gas, that most BMW owners will never touch because nobody talks about them. Half of you watching this right now have features already built into your car that you don't even know exist. The other half are driving around with a known factory flaw that hasn't failed yet, but will. So if you own a BMW and you haven't done these 5 things, you're driving a worse car than you should be. Let's fix that. Mod number 1. BMW coding. You're paying for features BMW already turned off. Your BMW came from the factory with features that are fully built, fully functional, and completely switched off. Not broken, not missing, just off. BMW does this for a few reasons. Regulatory differences between markets, cost-tier trim segmentation, and frankly, because they can charge more for them later. The hardware is there. The software is there. They just lock the door. BMW coding is how you unlock it. Using a $20 to $60 OBD2 Bluetooth adapter and an app like BimmerCode on your phone, you can go directly into your car's electronic control modules and start flipping switches that BMW flipped the wrong way at the factory. Here's what you can actually enable. And this is real, not made up. Auto-folding mirrors. Fold automatically on lock. The hardware is already in there on most models. BMW just didn't activate it. Video in motion. iDrive locks video while driving by default. Coded off. Gone. Digital speedometer. Added directly to your instrument cluster or heads-up display. Start/stop permanently disabled. No more pressing that button every single time you start the car. Ambient lighting expanded. More colors and intensity options than the menu shows you. Green light notification. Many BMWs have this hardware sitting dormant. Just needs activating. BimmerTech alone offers over 50 coding options for supported models. The whole thing can cost you nothing if you DIY it, or $50 to $150 if you use a remote coding service for more complex changes. BMW built these features into your car. You paid for the car, and they still didn't give them to you. One note, if your dealer runs a software update, coding can be wiped. Keep a record of what you changed so you can reapply it. This is the mod you do first. 0 mechanical skill required. Immediate results. Mod number 2. Aluminum charge pipe. The factory ticking time bomb under your hood. I want you to picture something. You're on the highway. You've just merged and you're accelerating hard. And suddenly the car goes completely flat. No power, no boost, just dead throttle. You pull over. Nothing looks wrong. But underneath your hood, a plastic pipe just gave up. That's not hypothetical. That's a real, well-documented failure that happens to BMW owners every single day. Here's the problem. On BMW's turbocharged engines, the N54, N55, B58, and related platforms, pressurized air travels from the turbocharger through a charge pipe to the intercooler and intake manifold. That pressurized air is the entire point of having a turbo. Without it, you have nothing. BMW made those pipes out of plastic. On the N55 specifically, this is one of the most commonly reported failures in the BMW community. The plastic cracks. It swells under heat cycles. The couplers pop off. And it doesn't just happen on modified cars. It happens at stock boost levels, on completely unmodified BMWs, sometimes well before 100,000 miles. The fix takes one afternoon and costs $150 to $220. Brands like VRSF, CTS Turbo, and Misimoto all make direct-fit aluminum charge pipe replacements. CNC machined, reinforced silicone couplers, and a lifetime warranty in most cases. Misimoto's unit for the G8 XM3 and M4 is 27% less restrictive than the factory pipe. Does it make power? On a stock car. Modestly. Sharper throttle response and slightly quicker turbo spool. On a tuned car running elevated boost, the aluminum pipe isn't just a performance upgrade. It's a requirement. The factory plastic won't survive. If your charge pipe hasn't failed yet, you're on borrowed time. This is the mod you do before anything else touches that engine. Mod number 3. Differential fluid. BMW's biggest lie is costing owners thousands. BMW calls the rear differential fluid on many of their rear-wheel drive cars lifetime fluid. That is not true, and believing it can cost you thousands of dollars. Here's what lifetime actually means in BMW's language. Approximately 100,000 miles. Not the life of the car. Not forever. And BMW enthusiast communities and independent specialists have been calling this out for years. Inside your rear differential is a set of gears and bearings spinning constantly under load, and the fluid lubricating them breaks down over time from heat. As it degrades, it collects metal particles from normal gear wear. Once that process gets bad enough, the symptoms start. A faint whine from the rear of the car, slight roughness and tight turns. Ignore it long enough, and you're looking at catastrophic differential failure, a repair that can run into several $1,000s. The fix costs $30 to $60 in parts and an hour of your time. For F30 chassis BMWs, that's the 2 Series, 3 Series, and 4 Series. The job requires a new drain plug, about $5, and around 1 to 1.2 liters of fluid. BMW recommends their G1 hypoid gear oil. Quality synthetics from Redline or Royal Purple work well too. Change it every 30,000 miles. If you track the car, every 15,000. Taking it to a shop? You're looking at $120 to $250. Still one of the best value services you can do on a BMW. And here's the kicker. Fresh synthetic differential fluid actually changes how the car feels. Less drivetrain lash. Smoother power delivery in corners. On M models with limited slip differentials, a fluid change and break-in procedure. A few tight figure eights in a parking lot. Recoats the clutch discs and restores that crisp, planted feel you bought the car for. BMW calling this lifetime fluid is one of their biggest misfires. Don't fall for it. Mod number 4. Performance intake. The mod that makes your BMW sound like it means it. This one isn't just about power. It's about feel. And it's about sound. Right now, your stock BMW intake is doing something it was specifically engineered to do. Muffle the engine. There are baffles, restrictions, and a sealed airbox all designed to keep your turbocharged engine as quiet as possible. A performance intake rips that soundproofing out and lets the turbo breathe. On the B58 engine, that's the 340i, 440i, M240i, M340i. Well-designed intakes from brands like Denon and MST Performance show dyno-proven gains of 14 to 16 horsepower and around 20 pound-feet of torque at the wheels. Berger Motorsports N55 intake for the F30 posted over 10 horsepower at the wheels in back-to-back dyno testing. Will you feel it? Yes, immediately. Sharper throttle, faster turbo response, and the car just feels more alive. Will it sound better? This is where people get hooked. Under hard acceleration, you'll hear the turbo spooling in a way that's completely absent from the stock setup. It's addictive, and paired with a tune down the road, on tune N54, N55, and B58 builds, the intake and ECU tune combined can deliver 20 to 40 horsepower above stock. The intake isn't just a mod. It's the foundation. Pick a budget. Buy once. Install in an afternoon. Then go find a good stretch of empty road, because you're going to want to hear what you just woke up. You can get in for as little as $150 to $200 with a BMS unit. Step up to $200 to $350 for mid-tier aluminum options, or go premium with a carbon fiber intake in the $400 to $600 range. Mod number 5. Wheel spacers. $100 to change how your BMW looks and drives forever. Last one. And this is the mod that does 2 things at once. From the factory, BMW leaves noticeable wheel gap. The tires sit recessed inside the fenders, creating a slightly narrow, passive stance that doesn't match the way these cars actually drive. Wheel spacers push the wheels outward, bringing them flush with or just inside the fenders. Visually, the transformation is immediate. The car goes from looking like it's wearing its shoes on the wrong feet to looking planted, purposeful, and aggressive, without touching the suspension, the wheels, or the tires. But the handling benefit is real too. Widening the track, the distance between the left and right wheels, lowers the effective roll center during cornering. The result is more lateral grip, less body roll, and a more confident, stable feel through corners. This is basic vehicle dynamics. It's why race cars have wide tracks. A 15 to 20 millimeter spacer per side is enough to notice. Now, the one word that matters here. Hub-centric. Cheap, non-hub-centric spacers are a genuine safety hazard. They cause vibration, wheel wobble, and in worst-case scenarios, wheel separation. Only buy spacers that match your BMW's centerboard diameter exactly, and always use the correct extended lug bolts. F-Series BMWs. M12 by 1.5 thread pitch lug bolts. G-Series BMWs. Typically M14 by 1.25 thread pitch lug bolts. Done right. One of the most dramatic transformations per dollar on this entire list. Retorque your lug bolts after the first 50 miles. Don't forget, 5 mods. None of them require a trailer queen build. None of them require you to remortgage anything. All of them work. Let's run it back one more time. Coating. BMW hid features in your car and didn't tell you. Go get them back. Aluminum charge pipe. The factory plastic one is going to fail. Replace it before it does. Differential fluid. BMW told you it's lifetime. It's not. Change it every 30,000 miles. Performance intake. More response, more sound. The foundation of everything else you'll do. Wheel spacers. $100 to $200 to completely change how this car looks and feels. The difference between a stock BMW and a genuinely great BMW isn't money. It's knowing what actually matters. If this helped, hit the like button. It does more for this channel than you think. Subscribe if you want more BMW content that actually tells you the truth. And drop a comment. Which of these have you done, and which one surprised you the most? See you in the next one.